Happy Friday, Wildcats! I'm Olivia.
I'm Addie.
I'm Bryce.
I'm Cammie.
And I'm Henry.
And here's your Wildcat Weekly News. Here's your announcements for this week.
After school today, the juniors will start setting up for prom in the gym. Be sure to watch your step during decorations. Right, Mrs. Smith?
On Saturday, the junior prom will be held in the BHS gym from 8 to 11 p.m. with the Grand March starting at 8:30. This year's theme is Fairy Tale.
Post-prom will be held at Sugar River Lanes and will run from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Stay tuned for announcements of all the great prizes that will be offered.
Finally, the HS Student Council will be hosting their annual Red Cross Blood Drive on Wednesday, May 14th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the gym. Blood donations help people who are battling cancer, patients recovering from organ transplants or surgery, as well as victims of serious accidents.
Any students 16 or older are eligible to donate. You can sign up to save lives by scanning the QR code on one of the signs posted around the school or by contacting Mrs. Vesperman. If you are 16, you will also need parental consent forms signed by a parent or guardian. See Mrs. Vesperman to pick one up. Please consider donating blood to help those in need. That's all for your announcements this week.
Hi Wildcats, here's your weekend weather report for today and this weekend. Today you can expect mostly dreary day with clouds at a high of 61 degrees and a low of 46 degrees. On Saturday, it's going to be a bright and sunny day with a high of 61 and a low of 38. Finally, on Sunday, it will be partly sunny with a high of 59 degrees and a low of 40 degrees. Fortunately, we will see the sun come out on Sunday with a high of 70 and a low of 40 degrees. That's a wrap on your weekend weather. Hope you all have a great weekend, Wildcats.
For this week's birthdays, on Sunday we had two very special birthdays, Eli Chapman and Jimena Balderas Gamillo, who share a birthday with Lizzo. On Monday, Gabriela Castellanos Gastienda and actress Jessica Alba celebrated another year of existence. On Tuesday, country legend Willie Nelson celebrated his 92nd birthday. On Wednesday, rapper Travis Scott celebrated his birthday. On Thursday, TikToker Charli D'Amelio blew out her birthday candles. Today, we're all smelling what The Rock is cooking, as the great one, Dwayne Johnson, lays the smackdown on 53 years of excellence. And lastly, country superstar Eric Church celebrates on Saturday. Let's all enjoy the view from wherever you are, because the weekend is over when it's over. Happy birthday, Wildcats!
Here's next week's lunch menu. Today, we have chicken bacon sandwiches or pizza. On Monday, come to the cafeteria for a delicious Wildcat bowl or corn dog with french fries. On Tuesday, there will be a grilled cheese sandwich with garden salad or a pasta bar with garlic bread. On Wednesday, enjoy some chicken fried rice or pizza. On Thursday, there will be cheesy Italian flatbread or a burger bar with all the fixings. To end the week, we will have Baja fish tacos with creamy coleslaw or pizza. Bon appetit, Wildcats!
Now for your national holidays, Wildcats. Monday was National Superhero Day. Who's your favorite superhero?
On Tuesday was National Shrimp Scampi Day. Hope all who like shrimp enjoyed.
Wednesday was National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day.
Thursday was National School Principals Day.
And Friday was National Space Day. Have a great weekend, Wildcats. Now for your sports, Wildcats. It's been another busy week for our spring athletes, starting with softball. The Cats traveled to Waterloo last Thursday to take the Pirates on for a conference matchup. Unfortunately, the Cats fell short by a score of 1-3. That loss put the Cats at 1-8 on the season and 0-5 in conference play. The Cats got back into the win column on Tuesday as they defeated the Darlington Redbirds 15-13. On Thursday, the Cats traveled to Cambridge, hoping to get their first conference dub, and tonight the Cats will host the Dodgeville Dodgers for another non-conference game, starting at 5 p.m. Good luck, Cats.
The Wildcat baseball team traveled to Marshall last Tuesday to take on the Cardinals. The Cats pulled off the win with a score of 12-3. The Cats then hosted the Cardinals last Thursday and defeated them once again with a score of 5-3 to get the season sweep and move their Capital South record to 3-1. The Cats traveled to Albany on Monday to take on the Albany/Monticello in a non-conference matchup that saw the Cats fall just short 8-9. The loss put the Cats at 4-8 on the season. The Cats traveled to New Glarus on Tuesday for a big conference matchup. Unfortunately, the Knights took this one by a score of 4-2 and dropped the Cats to 4-9. The Cats hosted the New Glarus Knights last night, so we'll have results from that one in next week's sports. Good luck, Cats. Our Raider track and field team had a triangular meet on Tuesday with Lake Mills and Lodi for Parents' Night. Tonight, the Raiders varsity will travel to Janesville for the Janesville Craig Invitational at Monterey Stadium. We'll have results in next week's news.
The girls soccer team traveled to Dodgeville last Tuesday to take on Dodge Point. The Raiders pulled off the win 5-1. The Raiders also participated in a 2-day tournament held at UW La Crosse over the weekend. On Friday, the Raiders played Hold'em. Unfortunately, the Raiders took their first loss of the season as they fell short of 1-0. The Raiders then played the Prairie School on Saturday and lost 7-1. The Raiders got back in the win column on Tuesday as they defeated Cambridge United by a score of 9-0 on a teacher appreciation night. Thank you, Wildcats.
All right, and here's your joke of the day. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, how do you make a hot dog stand?
How?
You take away its chair. Have a fun prom, Wildcats. Claws out.